All right guys, today we are here at Audi Queensway, and today we are taking the Audi Q8 for a test drive. Now this one's got the gray exterior with the S-line trim, big Audi grille at the front, nice adaptive LED headlights, big wheels, powerful Audi brakes underneath it. I like the way the Q8 looks. It's kind of a little bit of a fastback design, hatchback here compared to other models on the market for SUVs that kind of stay a little bit higher and come down, where this one kind of has that sloping fastback. This is a little bit of a rainy day, so we're going to be putting Audi's Quattro to the test. Ton of storage space back here, as well as the spare tire back here. I'm going to put the dealer plate on, full power tailgate, that go into place there. Looks like we got a trailer hitch on it. Let's take a look at the back seats here. I like how the Q8 has the Grand Coupe design with the frameless door windows here, black interior, wood trim. What is this, a little bit of ashtray? Wow, okay. Don't see that too often here. Looks like these seats, that's how you move them forward right there. Center console, 2 cup holders. These seats look like they're on rails. Wow, look at the rear climate control zone. That's very, very intense. Rear heated seats, 2 USB-C chargers, stored nets on the back. These seats even move forward and backwards, which I know BMW and I don't believe Mercedes offers that, so that's awesome. Big panoramic glass sunroof. Coming into the front seat, frameless windows again, wood trim, perforated leather seats. Let's take a hop in. All right guys, what we're gonna do, we're gonna hop onto the highway. We're gonna do a little bit of highway driving, a little bit of city street driving, get a feel for how this Q8 drives, handles, how the suspension is, how the engine is. I'll walk you guys through the new infotainment system that Audi's offering, as well as their climate control system. We'll go through all the infotainment system, the gauge cluster. We're gonna go through everything so you have a good feel of what it's like to drive a 2023 Audi Q8. So we're starting off in dynamic mode. We're basically sport mode. We're just gonna go full tilt right from the beginning. Now, the Audi Q8 has a 3-liter V6 turbocharged engine pushing out 335 horsepower. Now, that is about on par with the rest of the cars in this segment, comparing to the X5 BMW and the Mercedes GLE. Now, I do know that the BMW did get an increase in horsepower for 24, which is 375. So it'll be interesting to see if Audi has any plans to increase their horsepower in the future. This car looks pretty well equipped. Looks like we have the parking assistant, we have head-up display. I love the full digital gauge cluster. One thing that I'm loving already about the Audi is this shifter. It is just right for your hand to sit there very comfortably. Little push button on the side in order to get it into drive or reverse. But yeah, when you're driving, you have left hand on the steering wheel and your right hand usually is resting over here. I know at least with BMW, it's gone to a toggle. Mercedes is up here. So it's nice that Audi still has a resting place for your hand. Even though it's not a manual car, it feels like you're driving a bit more sportier. Overall, I love the Audi interior here. Looks like these vents carry all the way across, but there are actually no vents right here, just kind of in the center and on the side. But I like how that strip carries the whole way through. The black trim on either sides of this infotainment system. Very large digital gauge cluster, but it feels like it's the right size. Now, I know a lot of other manufacturers going to a big display screens, putting iPads in their car to kind of compete with Tesla, Mercedes having a very large one, BMW with the curved display screen. I like how the Audi is not going that way, and they're keeping it simple. You have your gauge cluster and you have your infotainment system, and it's as big as it needs to be. Now, it looks like their climate control is also in its own digital screen down here. Not the same as the infotainment system. It's always there, it's always active, but it is still all touch screen here without any physical buttons. We're just merging on the highway, letting this car get up to temperature before we give her the gears and see what she has to offer. Now, one thing I do like is the map system with the real-time traffic info. You can see the green and orange on the highways of where it is. And I like the gauge cluster, how you can customize this. So there's this button here, you click view, and it shrinks down the gauges, brings in the engine temperature, and the driving assistant gets more pronounced, off to the side, I mean. And then you can go back and you have more of your normal circle gauge clusters with your infotainment, all full digital. And then you can also cycle through and see different information on the inside. You can cycle through up and down, and then you can cycle through over. So you want the radio stations, do you want your phone, or do you want the navigation? And when you have navigation, you click that view button again. Look at how big that Audi navigation screen shows up on the gauge cluster. And what we'll do is, let's see how it is if we're trying to input a destination. So we'll go into search here. And while you're driving, you get this option to draw your letters instead of looking and typing it in. And I want to go back to the Audi Queensway dealership, so I'm just going to type in Audi. That is one thing that I love. And then if you are at a standstill, that actually goes to a full keyboard. Audi Queensway, we'll tap that here. Just merge onto the highway here, and we hit start. And it's going to give us a way to get back to the Audi dealership. We have it on our screen, and we have it in our gauge cluster. I very much like this option. Overall, this is a very comfortable car. There's not very much road noise out there. It's pretty comfortable. The suspension is handling all of the bumps perfectly. Let's get these wipers back into automatic mode. Now we're just gonna do a little bit of Excel here. Actually, we do have cruise control, so let's activate our cruise control. We have predictive control active, so we do have active stop and go cruise control. So right now our cruise control is set at 100 kilometers per hour. You can see it in our head-up display as well. I will admit, with the Audi control systems, I'm not in love with where the cruise control position is. It's down here. It's a little hard to read the instructions on which way that the toggle needs to go. I do like how Mercedes, BMW, and other brands are offering their cruise control on the steering wheel now. So I think that is one thing where Audi could make a small improvement, is to their cruise control there. We have an open road here. We're gonna just slow it down a bit. Let's do an acceleration here. Oh, we're gonna let people merge in front, so let's get over. Now I have my turn signal on, and I don't see the blind spot monitoring going off, so I wonder if we can click into here. We can go maximum, and if there we go, our blind spot monitoring has now turned on. All right, now we have nobody ahead of us. We're gonna do a nice little acceleration pull here, so we're just gonna go full throttle. It's not overwhelming. This is it's a heavy car. It's a 3-liter turbocharged engine, but yeah, nothing overwhelming. So it's going to be more on the fuel efficient side. Now you can get the Q8 if you're looking for more horsepower, more power with the vehicle. But I think this engine gets the job done more than enough. You need to get by and merge and pass somebody, no problem. You step on it. We're taking off a bit here. We're getting up there. But this engine is more going to be for the fuel efficient. Audi does offer with those higher horsepower engines if you need it. I just can't get over this gauge cluster, how much navigation in there, and the fact that it's like satellite imagery. You can see the houses, you can see the green trees, you can see the different colors of the roadways. I really appreciate the satellite view for the navigation compared to its own navigational screen that you get with other companies and their own design and look and everything like that. Now I was test driving the Audi S5, so if you guys want to check out that video, just check the link in my description. Once again, I'd like to say thank you to Audi for Audi Queensway. If you guys are in the Toronto marketplace and you're looking to purchase an Audi, make sure you reach out to them. I'll leave the sales manager's email in the description down below, so reach out to him directly. Let him know that you watched the POV virtual test drive and that you're interested in purchasing an Audi and you're in the Toronto marketplace. Good excel from a stop. There's a little bit of voice command, but I don't even hear it. So let's see if we can just turn that off. I do not know how to turn that off. Let's activate the ventilated seats. So we have front heated and ventilated seats on this unit. I can feel my back cooling down already. I like that. You can definitely feel the body roll, but it's good. It's still tighter than, you know, non-luxury brands. Now that we're on the back roads here, before we get back onto the highway and head back towards the dealership, let's play around a little bit with the infotainment system. I'm going to talk with the lower infotainment system because we have all of our air conditioning controls. You have your drive select modes here. Give that a click, or dynamic. Traction control button, front and rear defrost. And then up here we have auto engine off. Looks like speed limitation for going downhill. The parking assistant button. There's 4 squares here. What is that? Home address. So it looks like maybe that's the favorite buttons, and you can save some favorites along here and minimize your climate control. What does this button do? Open the garage door. So button for the garage door opener. Head-up display projection information, and you can turn the infotainment system off with tap that button and just tap it to turn it back on. On the left side here we have our home. What is that? Radio. So music is there. Smartphone interface, phone, and then navigation. If we go back to home, radio, media, phone, navigation, phone apps. You can go into vehicle. So Audi Drive Select, same thing as that select button down there. Vehicle data. It's interesting, tells you tilt angles. Efficiency assist. Seat settings. Heated and ventilated seats. Air conditioning. It's interesting how you have an air conditioning menu up here, but you also have it down here, and that's where the max AC button is. And it looks like the heated steering wheel as well. So you have, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if there's an easier way to get the heated steering wheel on. If I had to go, that would be quite a process if every time I want to, that's what I need to do. There is a star button right here. Heated steering wheel off, heated steering wheel on. So you have it here, but it's also this button as well, which is just a star, no heated steering wheel symbol. A little confusing there. I wonder if that is multi-purpose. Of course, this car does have the manual paddle shifters if you want to go into that manual paddle shift mode. Let's bring the view back up for the large gauge clusters. Oh, I like that. So that little right side goes into the gauge cluster there. Let's go back here. Lights and visibility, exterior lighting, automatic high beams, interior lighting. So I have the ambient lighting. So there's individual ambient lighting where you can change the surfaces and the lines, the brightness of them, and the colors. That's awesome. And then there's also a couple modes, so you can do just impulse, maritime, Caribbean. I like the individual. Yeah, that's cool. You can do multicolors. Not gonna be able to see that too well here because of our daytime driving. It's time to get back on the highway, and let's see how this does when we're merging on the highway, trying to get up to speed. Got some nice strong brakes to carry us through. Definitely feeling a lot of body roll here. We're doing 55 kilometers per hour, but she's handling fine. Tires are gripping. We're gonna go full throttle, merging up to speed here. Oh, this is a short merging lane for this one. Yeah, the power in this is just enough, and if you need more than this, you certainly got to get the SQ8 because it's a little bit sluggish when you have such a big and heavy vehicle. But I gotta say, this Q8, if I'm comparing to Mercedes GLE or the BMW X5, this one feels a little bit smaller. It doesn't feel as big. And the X5, I definitely feel a little bit higher up. Absolutely. But I'm very comfortable cruising on the highway. A nice steering wheel, the lane keep assist just pushed me back into my lane so I didn't fade out of my lane. Plenty of leg room here. Seats are comfortable. I love the fact that your hand has a resting position right here. It's perfect. It fits perfectly. I will say the voice assistant is so quiet I can't even hear it. Might as well just turn it off. So that's lights. Then you have parking aids. So it looks like this one has self-parking feature. We'll play around with that when we get back to the dealership. Driving assistance settings. So you can go through maximum, basic, and individual, where you can customize distance warning, Audi pre-collision, pre-sense, side assistance, intersection assistance, emergency assistance, exit warning. All of those you can go through and turn them on or turn them off depending on how you like your safety systems. I like the leather on the dashboard, the stitching there. Very nice. I gotta say, just cruising on the highway, very comfortable, very minimal road noise, softer suspension. I could get used to this. This is gonna be a nice daily driver. If you guys made it this far in the video, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below if you have any questions for the vehicle, and I will be happy to get those answers for you, and we'll leave them down there. Once again, if you guys are in the Toronto marketplace and looking to purchase this or any other Audi, feel free to reach out to Audi Queensway, and I'll even link the email down below so you can send a direct email. Let them know that you guys are watching this video and you're interested in purchasing an Audi. Helps me out, helps me with my channel, helps with the growth, as well as smashing that like button and subscribing for future POV virtual test drives. If you guys are interested in any other Audi or manufacturer, check out my channel. We're growing, we're trying to get all the brands underneath the channel, trying to get virtual test drives on every single model. One thing that I can't seem to find, and I just don't know where it is the automatic brake hold. If you guys know where that is, let me know, but I can't seem to find a button for an automatic brake hold at the red lights. All right, so we are back at Audi Queensway, and before I end this video, I just want to test out the self-parking feature that this car should have. So we're gonna pull in here, and let's test out the parking feature. Now, I know with Mercedes and BMW, what you need to do is drive along the row for where you're looking for a parking spot. Click this button down here. So we want to drive along, go past the parking spot, and it should pop up, but I'm not seeing anything pop up. Oh, here we go. So you have to click this button in the center, Park Assist Plus, take your hands off the steering wheel, apply brakes, and press and hold the P button. Is it this one? Press and hold the P button. No, press and hold the P button. So this, press and hold this one. Okay. Interrupted to continue. Please press and hold the button again. So we have to leave our finger on this button in order to activate it. You can see the route that the car is going to take to get into that spot. Car just went along front. Didn't seem to interrupt it. So you have to continue to press this button. My fingers it's starting to hurt a little bit. Whoa, how abrupt was that when we took our finger off? It just lurched. There we go, puts it into park for us, and it's ended in maroon. So I like that. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, reach out to Audi Queensway for purchasing your Audi in Toronto. Smash the like button, and I'll see you guys on the next virtual test drive.